Hey everybody, it's Sandra D. Robinson, founder of Charisma on Camera Media Training Studio, where we help experts like yourself look and feel like a rock star whenever you have to step in front of a video or a TV camera. You know why? Because I believe that you are here to make an impact in the world and leave it a better place. So I'm going to help you do that. So today, this is Big Impact, and I am so excited because I get to share with you some of the answers to the most prominent questions that you throw at me. Number one for today is, I get that video is important and you say, what do I do? How do I build my home studio? How much do I have to spend? I am so confused. I don't know what's going on. That's what I'm hearing from you. So you know what? Today, we're going to get those answers for you. So stick with us. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here we are in Burbank, California. We are at a place called EVS Studios. That's EVS. And here is the wonderful guy that started this. This is Cody Martin. This is your place, Cody. And we love you guys because we're here. We shoot with you all the time. So thank you. You have the greatest team. And we're going to be talking to some more of your guys a little bit later, too, because you're going to be helping us out with some equipment. But right now, I wanted to show people your studio itself. And what's behind us is, as a lot of you may recognize, it's a green screen, and it is very green. Now, the benefits to this, right, Cody, are that you can create any kind of background at all. So if you're doing any kind of like an info product, you know, even an intro for your website or something, and you just want either a plain white background or a color or something cool moving behind you, if you want to be in any city in the world, you can do that with a green screen. So that's kind of cool. And something else is, if you change your mind, you can go ahead and change that in the edit. We love that, fix and post. So tell me a little bit about this. We're not standing over here right now because this is actually wet paint, and because apparently you paint this a lot, right,
yes,
Cody?
Yes, we do. Every day. Everything I own has green paint all over it. It gets painted every color every day.
And you told me that we have to keep it clean, right?
Yes, definitely.
And apparently you were telling me that some of the guys, like dancers or whatever, there were footprints way up on top.
Yes, we've had people doing cartwheels off the back, skateboarders, skateboarding, you name it, it's
because you can see there's no seams in this. It kind of just rolls. It kind of rolls right up, so you have nothing that's going to create any kind of shadow or anything when you use the green screen. So for those of you that are athletic and decide to use a studio like this and go ahead and run up and flip down and do all that crazy stuff, good for you. For the rest of us, Cody is going to take us out with some of his guys in the front, and we are going to go over exactly what you need if you want to put a simple studio in your home so that you can have someplace you can go to, know you look good, and know you can get off a really good professional video. Let's go find out what you really need. Right?
Sounds good.
Thanks, Cody. Let's go. Thanks so much for doing this.
No, of course, anytime.
Yeah, you're busy out there out front, huh?
Yeah, once in a while it gets busy.
I know, it's good. That's all good. Well, that's a full space. All right.
All right, well, I'm going to pass you off to Casey Good. You're in good hands.
You mean that seriously? Your last name is Good? Thank you, Cody.
My
last name is Good.
My last name is Good. That's why you are in good hands, quite literally and figuratively. So yes.
So we're gonna have a good time.
We are.
Oh, we can just keep going with
good
this.
Things.
This could be really bad.
Good things will happen.
Okay, good. But I really I really do appreciate you talking to us about this, because everybody has been coming up to me, and I got set up with my stuff maybe a couple of years ago, but I did exactly this. I walked into a store not knowing anything about cameras. I mean, I was used to being in the front of them. I didn't know anything about standing behind them or what I needed to look for. And I know a lot of you are in the same boat.
One of those.
I was one of those.
Good for you.
I know. So I walked into a store just like this. And you know, I just found out, talking to Cody on the way in here, that you don't have to be in Burbank. We're in Burbank, California right now, where, you know, it is the center of the universe.
Center of the universe.
Yeah.
100%.
But if you're not in the center of the universe in Burbank, you actually can still talk to Mr. Good and have a good time with him. You can call EVS because they have it. Do you know your 800 number?
You know what's funny is I don't, but I do know our 818 number. It's 818-552-4590.
And you can always Google EVS Burbank Studios and give them a call here, because they will be available on the phone to answer your questions and you know, give you suggestions, and they ship. How great is that? So they can actually send the stuff from here to you. So that's a bonus I didn't expect.
We ship and we also shoot. All of us, most of us actually, all the salesmen are freelance camera operators. All the rental reps or rental agents are also freelance camera operators and DPs. So when you call us and you ask questions, we'll not only show you what gear we think you'd need, but it's also from an opinion of someone who used it.
Experience.
In an app, we've applied it in the field. That's the most important part. So
That's so much better than having somebody that represents the camera and just tells you the features on the camera.
Yeah, we're not polo shirts pushing whatever we can on you for whatever.
Thank goodness,
yeah.
because
sometimes
if you were polo shirt people, I don't know if I would be here.
I don't know if I'd be here either.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're t-shirt people, but
we like t-shirt
at least it's t-shirts, you know.
So when it comes down to actually getting a camera, now I know that some people were thinking, oh my gosh, they could spend $20,000 in a camera, and you can.
Yeah.
But the reality is, a lot of my folks that are going to be hanging with us today aren't really ready for that.
Right.
So
neither am I.
Okay, good.
So that makes a lot of us.
So give me an idea of something that they might be able to take a look at and actually show us a model that's here that's a little more reasonable but has some great features. What do you got?
Sandra, it just so happens.
Sandra, look at you so formal.
That the Canon XA10, one of my favorite cameras. Yeah, good shot of that right there. It's a $2,000 camera. It's one of my favorite cameras, one of the best bang for buck cameras on the market. What you're gonna get, it's small, compact, has a 1/2-inch sensor. Now, what that means to everyone out there, a 1/2-inch sensor is big. Normally they're about 1/3 inch. So when you have a big sensor like that, it's a lot better in low light. That's the biggest thing that kills any video is when the light's low, it gets really grainy, and that's what makes it look unprofessional, therefore your product's unprofessional. So a 1/2-inch sensor. It also has night vision, which you can do night vision in black and white. But a really important thing for all you guys doing any kind of studio work or any kind of, even things like this, talking heads, is it has 2 XLR inputs on the side. Which, if you guys don't understand what that is, it's the professional audio inputs. So any professional audio or wireless lav mic.
Like these guys.
Like those guys right there.
And let's touch on that real quick too. Sound is also something that can make a video seem really unprofessional.
Yeah, sound is, we say that sound is usually 70% of the project. Because, I mean, you've seen documentaries where they use footage from all kinds of cameras, from this to the $20,000 cameras to security cameras.
Right.
As long as you have a good interview with really good sound over that, your documentary is still a professional documentary. Whereas you can have the best looking film, and if you have crappy sound,
that's
not
true.
such a good film.
So these little lavaliers, actually, you can rent them, or you can purchase them. Either way, we kind of did both today. We had our own that we purchased, and we rented from these guys because we needed to. So we did both. Yeah.
That's how we roll. You come in here and you shoot, and we cross promote. That's how we roll.
That's what happens. So, but they really are, I think, the best. The best bang for your buck. They sound the best, and you can shoot outside. There's actually a lot of extraneous noise here, and I'm hoping that you guys can still hear us pretty quickly.
Through the Sennheiser lav mics.
There you go. All right. So what else? What do we have here? 2,000. What if? Just say what if somebody. That's still a little high for somebody. Canon makes a great camera. Yeah. And you can actually go into, this because we want to meet anybody wherever you are. If you're making a step from, your mobile phone or your flip cam to the next step up, and this is still too much of a jump for you, you can go and get maybe a consumer, a slightly easier version of this camera.
Yeah, I mean, basically just give us a call, because what I would need to find out is what kind of stuff you're shooting, what kind of budget you're working with. We don't say no, we don't say it's not enough money. I'll be honest with you, if you say you have $200 and you want to buy a camera, I'll tell you to not buy a camera and wait and rent with that money and have a proof of concept and try to make money doing that and then rent something more. So there's ways to spend your money, even if it's a lot wiser than jumping into a camera, per se. That's
something I think people that aren't in the industry that we're in don't realize. You can rent these cameras. You don't have to actually make a huge investment. If you're doing, a one-time thing, you can, or maybe you're doing a series of videos for your people or for your list or for your followers, you can actually rent one of these cameras, rent the equipment, and shoot all your stuff in a day or two, and then bring the equipment back.
Absolutely.
You don't have the huge investment. You don't have to lay out.
You call them weekend warriors. Because normally a weekend is a one-day rental.
Got it.
So all of us work 9 to 5, and when we shoot, it's usually on the weekends.
There's a tip. Weekend.
Rent on the weekends. Days. Almost always rent on weekends when you can.
Okay, very good.
So that's one of many tips you'll get when you talk to the EVS employees here in Burbank, California, the center of the universe.
See, the center of the universe. And Mr. Good is the center of all the universe.
Don't say that. I don't project that, do I?
No, not at all.
Good. I don't want to be that guy. Oh, damn it.
Now the next question that people say to me, and this is, from day one, they've said to me, how do I light? What kind of lighting kit do I get? People show up at my workshops and things, and they just start writing down exactly what I have. I don't know if I have the best thing, so why don't you show us what's the simplest way to light?
Well,
and how much do they need to spend?
I'll show you. I'm going to show you a light that I think is a good light just in general to have.
Okay, let's go there.
Because the actuality is the best way to light anything, it depends on a lot of things. So again, one of the situations where I'd have to ask a few questions. Where'd you shoot? What kind of shoot? How many people are you interviewing? Are you interviewing? Is it a music video?
Right.
I need to know the look you're going for. But a good basic light out now, there's actually two I can show you guys.
Woo.
This guy here is a fluorescent 6-bank light.
Heavens, it's huge.
It's huge, but what's awesome about it is it's one big soft light.
You can play baseball with that.
So if you want to go ahead and shoot Sandra over here on the camera, we'll not light her, and now we'll light her. And you can see, I mean, I'm sure the exposure on the camera, I don't know if it's good or not, but you can at least see the quality of light. It's an easy, soft light.
Huge. Yeah.
It's something you can light, again, interviews with. You have one or two of these. That's all you really need to do any kind of studio green screen work.
What's the investment for something like that?
This guy is $5.99, so
Okay.
it's not crazy. This is actually, you know, there's other name brand models that do the same thing and they're a lot more money, but we have a lot of cheaper alternatives that will get the job done, especially for the entry-level production people.
So this is one light, but do you need to have other lights as well to
Well, I mean,
film?
like in general, like just to give it like a quick lighting 101, it's called 3-point lighting. You have a fill, a key,
No, we need that. We
and
need
an edge.
lighting 101. Yeah.
Well, when you light anybody, typically you need to have a key light, a fill light, and an edge light.
Okay.
So an example of an edge light, if I can get you to swing around here with your light and light behind us, we have an LED here. Now, right now, we have a key with this fluorescent on you. There's already
Which
enough,
is the main light, right?
The main
key
light.
is the main light.
The main light.
Okay.
And then the fill light is already kind of from the environment, just with the skylight here and whatnot. And then for the edge light, we should stand here and look at the camera here.
Okay.
If he hits us in the back with this LED light, you'll notice that we get kind of a halo outline
Off the
effect
shoulders
off
and
the
stuff?
shoulders. You need that because it'll separate your subject from the background here. So if you take that away for 1 second, you'll notice that we kind of flatten out in the background. So it's things like that that you'll need to know to separate.
So it creates a depth.
Creates
really,
a depth,
right?
exactly. And then once you learn those fundamentals, you can toy with it. It's all, everything in this industry is about doing it. I mean, I can talk to you all day long, and so she can ask me questions all day long, and you guys can do everything, but it's until you guys get Home Depot lights even and mess around with them and get the theory down.
Playing. And then once you have, if you're setting up a studio at home, right? Once you have your key light and you have things set, you can conceivably, if you don't need the space, you can
leave them there.
have it set. So
Lots
you
of
don't have
customers do
to
that.
you don't have to think about it. You don't have to take the time to set it all. Just leave it. So whenever you get inspired or whenever an idea hits you, you can just get out there and know that you're lit well and know that you look good and know that you have a great camera from the guys at EVS.
There you go. And that's actually key, really quick. I mean, if leaving it set up is going to make you want to do it more, because when you have an idea, you can sit down and do it. It's when you have an idea and it's 10 o'clock at night, you don't want to set anything up.
Yes.
Idea doesn't get shot. And
Been there, done that.
It's so important, even if you guys don't think it's amazing or the best, to put your content out there, because you never know who's going to see it. I've seen a lot of people here randomly who just make stuff, and now they're in high school, just out of high school, making $4 grand a month.
Well, there you go.
Not planning on it. So
yeah.
It's pretty nuts.
So, and a lot of our people that are watching are looking to do, information, giving information on whether they're business coaches or therapists or whatever have you.
Perfect.
So,
Okay.
when they get inspired with something,
Getting their message across.
You gotta get it recorded and get it down, and then you can edit it and play with it a little bit later. We're going to talk later on next week, actually, a little bit about editing. How complicated does it have to get, and can you do it yourself? Do you want to source it out? We're going to be talking about that next week. In the meantime, I think you answered so many questions for us, both you and Cody. So thank you. It's been a really good time.
Excellent. Come back anytime, you guys. To Burbank, California, the center of the universe.
At EVS. Thanks, guys. If you have any more questions, let us know. And please make some comments on this. Leave us your questions and your comments below, because we really want to know how we can help you and serve you the most. And let me know if this was really helpful for you, okay? Because I think you guys are awesome.
Awesome.
Hey, everybody. It's Sandra D. Robinson, founder. That's enough. All right, here we go. I'm good. How much do you need to spend? What do you need to buy in order to set up your home studio? And I have no idea what I'm saying next. I love my editor.